Okay, welcome back to a day in the life of the Grimwards. So, we had the great opportunity to meet some friends at a tropical location. So, we don't take a lot of vacations, but we ended up taking a vacation and we met some neighbors down in Grenada, and they are sailing. They are sailing people, retired. So, we had an opportunity to meet them, hang out for a week. We had a great time, and
Living on the boat.
we stayed on the boat, and we used their little dinghy to go to shore, to go into town. So it was definitely really the boat lifestyle, and they have a beautiful big boat. So we're back now, and what we're going to do is we'll put a bunch of pictures together, and we'll let you guys see some of the sights we saw and some of the things we did. If you're thinking about going to Grenada,
The snorkeling was fantastic. We got to go to the underwater statues. The fish are just beautiful. Grenada is just a beautiful place.
and we just stayed in a small part. We stayed, so there's six, what do they call them? Not like counties, but
Yeah.
six little, like, I'm going to say a county, but that's not the term they use. So we were in St. George's for most of while we were there. So if you Google St. George's, Grenada, you're going to see where we were. But so there is a lot to do there. We did a lot of things, but our vacations really consist of doing nothing as much as we can. We do a lot of stuff while we're here. So when we go on vacation, we don't have an itinerary. We like to just take it as it comes. Although the people we went to see, they had planned a couple things for us, which was fine. It was definitely still relaxed, but we had a great time. So
Do a little activity and then go back and relax on the boat and chill out. It was definitely a learning to live without a lot of things, which was great. No air conditioning because you're out on the ocean, and your showers, you don't use as much water as you do back home because you're on the boat, and so it's
So he did have a desalination filter system, so he can make his own fresh water, but at the same time you only have so many gallons. So every time you turn the faucet on or use the shower or the sink or something, you had to be cognizant that you don't have endless supplies of water like we do here in the States. So that kind of opens your eyes to really not being wasteful. So that was kind of neat, because most people aren't wasteful, but when you live on a boat and
you're more alert to what you have to do.
Right, your surroundings are a lot different. But the great thing is, like with the no air conditioning, there was definitely about a 15 mile an hour, maybe 20 mile an hour breeze every day. So that was really nice.
It was cool. And then so we had a extra visitor, an iguana came onto the boat at one time. That was neat. We had to get that off.
So the boat owner, he has been sailing for a number of years. He's been to the Bahamas, multiple islands. He's been down into the Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands, where we were kind of in the island chain. He's done a lot of sailing, and he said this is the first time he's ever had come back to the boat and found something attached to the boat. So that was, so you get to see some of those pictures, and we'll just put a little montage of pictures in and just show you some of the things we did.
So it wasn't a typical day in the life of the Grimwards. So we waited until it was all over so we could share the whole experience with everybody.
Yeah. So if you're interested in, taking a trip, check it out, and then, do some research. So we stayed on a boat, but there
Resorts
were,
right there.
I think 3 or 4 maybe resorts in that area. But remember, some of them, one, maybe 2 were not open. So some of them are, and some of them aren't.
And cruise ships weren't coming in right now because either it's not season for it, or they're just, I think it was kind of slow because of COVID.
Yeah, the last cruise ship they said had come in March. So those are just things you need to look into if you want to go there.
But the people are fantastic. They are so accommodating and kind, and the markets are great with all their fresh fruits and vegetables. You'll learn a lot about what grows there.
Grenada grows everything.
Everything. I
Well,
mean,
not everything, but it's the island of
lot.
spice. So, but yeah, the variety is really unreal, and it opens your eyes to. So the whole island. What did our one tour guide say? He said you'd never go to bed hungry because there's always something to eat that naturally grows on the island. So that was kind of neat.
You may be poor, but you'll never be hungry.
Right. So. All right. Well, we'll show you some of those pictures now, and again, if you like that, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.